Hello and welcome. My name's Super Saiyan and this is your weekly news and pre-order video covering all of the new releases from Forge World and Games Workshop. Very warm welcome to you all on this cold Saturday morning. There's not a huge amount of things to pre-order today, but there has been a decent amount of news, so that's what I will primarily cover today. Firstly, I'd like to say a huge thank you to all of you members, subscribers, everyone that uses the Element Games affiliate link, and you Patreons. I can't do this without you guys and all of your support. Big thank you to all the moderators as well in the YouTube and the Discord server, especially this time of the year when I have a bit of time off work and I'm able to live stream during the day, which I have done for the past few days, and I'll continue next week. If you didn't already know, I am live stream building a Space Marine Thunderhawk gunship. I'm thoroughly enjoying building that. So let's start off with the Warhammer community website right here. Massive news yesterday about Warhammer, Amazon and Henry Cavill. We'll get to that in a moment. Let's just go down to view all news, and we'll go down to from the past week, which is Saturday the 10th of December. So right here you could pre-order the Ruins of Osgiliath. That's been up for pre-order for quite a while, but now I do think it releases today, which is fantastic. New starter set box, 54 miniatures, new models of Faramir, Madril, Damrod and Gothmog. So that's great if you want to get into that. That there's some new models in the set. Then you've got the rules manual for Hobbit and the Lord of the Rings. It's combined. You've also got the ring bearers in clear resin. You've got a load of dice, and then Warhammer Horus Heresy, we see the Scorpius missile tank released today. You've got some cards for Kill Team and Grincrack's Loon Court for Narwood. Some fantastic looking minis in this, which will go well with my Gloomspite Gits. Hopefully I'll pick up this set today as well. You have Fearsome Fortress Rifles deck for Warhammer Underworlds, and then some stickers from Panini and some big box sets as well for them. Also these couple of little games, Munchkin and for 40k and Age of Sigmar, and then the latest release of White Dwarf. So if we just go back to the Sunday preview, you've got the final Curse City expansions. Unfortunately, no miniatures with these expansions, bit of a shame. But then Warhammer Horus Heresy, we're finally able to get our hands on some Mark III shoulder pads for Ultramarines. My personal preference for Ultramarines is Mark IV, but that's just the way I like to see them. Speaking of which, we have some Mark IV torsos, so if you've got a load of the plastic Mark IVs, it might be worth picking up 2 sets of these. These are really cool armour sets, I think, and also these Mark III veteran torsos as well. Good looking torsos. However, what is going on there? Where's the blonde hair? Where's the blue eyes? Where's the, and these facehugger helmets, they just look awful. Maybe they look a bit better from the side, like the Emperor's Children definitely do. But yeah, they're just a mess. I don't like them at all. Then we've got some Mark III shoulder pads for Thousand Suns, and that's it for them. So that's made to order. So these are made to order too, it seems, these veteran helmets. So I think that they've been around before, because it just says they're for Mark IV, 3 and Mark V, 3 and 4. So I think they are a remake, I guess, re-release. Then for Warhammer Plus, you've got Lore Masters for Tzeentch and some paint in the green armour. I haven't been very impressed with Warhammer Plus over the past few weeks, if I'm honest. But that's what we can expect from them. Then Necromunda, you've got 2 new Dramatas Personae. This explosives, I say expert, he's got his leg blown off and his arms blown off, so I don't know about that. But yeah, then you've got this lady as well. That's pretty cool. I think the story for him was, I think Manufactorum exploded and has left him like that, and now he's doesn't have PTSD from explosives or anything, which is a bit odd, but oh well. Anyway, this year's Boxing Day miniature. They always have a Boxing Day miniature. This looks very, very cool. If only Flesh Eater Courts had a load more decent models, then he'd go quite well with them. But I think it's a very cool miniature nonetheless. Sort of reminds me of the Elder Scrolls a little bit too. Warhammer 40,000 Angron's rules. Pretty nice. Still not as good as a Bellicosa Volcano Cannon, but quite decent. I see a lot of 2s there. I see a very fast unit with 2+ and a high strength and many wounds, many attacks. Save of 2+. I'm hoping he'll get like a 5+ invuln or maybe a 4+ invuln. But these are his weapons: Samni Arius and Spine Grinder. It's quite a nice name weapon, Spine Grinder. You got a couple of profiles there. Yeah, looks very cool. And there's a Helldrake there about to just warm his behind for him, which I'm sure he'll appreciate. Traitor Primarch Guardsman Ometer. Okay. So it looks like he can take out 30 guardsmen in one go, which is slightly more than Mortarion. Is he as resilient as Mortarion, though? You got the Rumour Engine. Just some kind of tomahawk axe hammer thing. You've got a load of Christmas carols. Have they put a compendium for these? No. They've just written a few. That's quite cool. Meet Amberfall, the grim and gritty city of Sigmar. So this is how somebody has painted their Sigmar. Quite grim. I like it. Warhammer Fest 2023. This is April to May in Manchester Central Arena. Manchester Central. Yeah, you can get your tickets. There's going to be painting, there's going to be some games, and there's more. So that's pretty much it, really, which is a bit of a shame. They're trying to focus these events as painting and gaming, rather than what they used to be, which was getting your hands on new miniatures, new releases early before anyone else, and also speaking to the community and the designers and things. And it doesn't really show that anywhere here. So that's, yeah. No doubt all the reveals and things will be on the website, so you can view all those from the comfort of your own home, like they have been doing for the past few years. Black Library, Flesh Tearers novel, Wrath of the Lost, by Chris Forrester. That looks very cool. 7 painting myths totally busted by the Warhammer TV painting team. So you were never too old to start painting. There's no time limit on your imagination and talents, whether you're 14, 40, or as old as the Emperor himself. Okay. You have to be a good painter. Nope. You have to undercate your models. You have to paint the models just like the art or battle tome. Yeah, and so on. That's quite an interesting article. And then Thursday, probably one of my favourite articles this week, is Typhon Heavy Siege Tank is coming in plastic. I have a lot of models in resin. I have a lot of models in plastic. And some of the models I have in plastic, I already had in resin. So that should give you an idea that I'm very positive about this new release. I will be picking up one. I have this in resin already, which is great. It means that I can have 2. I mean, even if I wasn't going to have 2, I'd get one for the Death Guard, because I think this Lord of War tank is right up their street, and I can't wait to get it. The thing is it'll just be like a Spartan, but with the Dreadhammer siege cannon. That's pretty much it. Everything else will be the same. The accessory sprue, the sides, the tracks, the rear, the top. It's just this part here, which is a different sprue in that kit. But apart from that, looking forward to it. That means that we will definitely see a Cerberus at some point, which is great. They're the rules. I still think that it should be 48-inch range, especially if you can, elevate that cannon. Yeah, other than the short range, it's like a souped up, much more survivable Vindicator. That's the only thing I would change, the range on that. Even giving it 36-inch range instead of the 24 would be nice. You celebrate the 20th anniversary of the Lord of the Rings. Wow, has it really been 20 years already? That looks cool. Look at that. It's got like a lightsaber. Look at that as well. That's amazing. That is incredible. Then you've got add festive flair to your Warhammer collection with snow basin tips. I always love a good snow basin tip. Yeah, that looks great. Look at that. Oh, wow, so much detail on that one. Yeah. Some icy lakes or whatever. Pretty cool tips there. Forge World pre-orders. So these were all the Ultramarines and just one for Thousand Suns. And then Warhammer starring Henry Cavill. Now, this was the big news during Friday the 16th of December. So, pretty much Games Workshop and Amazon Studios working together to bring Warhammer 40,000 universe to screens. Now, Amazon Studios, you may remember Rings of Power and Lord of the Rings, things like that. Well, they're going to be doing that to the Warhammer 40,000 universe. I have high hopes because I'm hoping that Henry Cavill, he left The Witcher because of the writing and things. I'm hoping he stands his ground with Amazon Studios. And, it's coming from a guy that is very passionate about the hobby. Look at him. Look at his little face. He loves it. He's living his best life there. And, I hope he does a fantastic job for all of our sakes. He can give me a call anytime, of course. And I'm happy to debate the sound of bolt guns until the early hours in the morning with him, of course. But yeah, it's great news. It was going to happen one day, and it's progress. This is a thing. It's progress. Games Workshop, they're not short of money. This isn't a money thing. They're not trying to grab a load of that Amazon money or anything like that. They are doing very well. I think it is just time that they released. It's just time that they relinquish some of their IP in terms of the big screen, in terms of live action and things. So I wish him and Amazon Studios the best. Any kind of criticisms you'll get from me will be from my passion of the hobby for the past 25, 30 years. So, let's see what happens. I'm hopeful though, very positive about it. And I just hope they have a lot of community interaction and things like that. Involve us as much as they can, because it's a lot for one guy. And all I'm saying is there's been a Witcher 3 update released over the past few days, and I know that he's going to be wanting to be playing that. So, give him a chance to play that game. Angels of Death Origins Kill Command is free to watch right now. I guess this is the free one. I'm sure I've watched this one though. Yeah, it's definitely an upgrade from the original Angels of Death. The graphics and the art and things, what they've done with it. Warhammer 40,000, just what is a Lord Solar anyway? A guardsman's primer to the hierarchy of the Astra Militarum. On his mechanical horse. No man that died in the Emperor's service died in vain. Yep. And that's it for all the news. That's the main part of this video today, is the news, because there's not really much to pre-order. We'll have a look at Forge World right now and look at these pre-orders. So straight away, you've got the Ring Bearer's Return, and then you've got the torsos and the shoulder pauldrons there. If we click on New and we go to Pre-orders, you will see the Mark III shoulder pads for Ultramarines, £14.50 as usual for 10 of them. Then you've got the veteran helmets for £14.50. You're getting 10 of them. A bit of a shame. Would have been nice to get 11, but you know, the older sets of these heads, you only get 10 instead of the 11 that you do in the Mark 6s. 5 Mark III veteran torsos, £14.50. 5 Mark IV torsos, £14.50. 10 Thousand Suns Mark III shoulder pads for £14.50, and then the ring bearers, £31. I actually expected them to be like 40 or 45, so £31 isn't too bad. I mean, they are hobbits at the end of the day, but still, they look great. Collection of clear resin. I wonder if there's much of a cleanup. I was talking about this in my live stream the other day. The models in this set do not require painting. It's right up my street. Okay, so that's those, and that is everything on Forge World. We'll just pop on over to Games Workshop and have a little look at any pre-orders that might be there. And here we are on Games Workshop's web store. On the very first page, the only thing you can see for like the pre-orders and stuff is just the Warhammer Quest Curse City right there. It's still the same banners from last weekend. If we click on New and Exclusive, and we go to pre-orders, and we go high to low, and we view all, of course. So you've got the Lord of Rings Battle of Osgiliath, which was up for pre-order last weekend. Same for the Middle-earth strategy game rulebook and the Scorpius missile tank. But to pre-order today, you've got the Warhammer Quest Curse City expansions, £30 each. Let's just see. I think these are made to order as well. Available on a made-to-order basis until 8 AM GMT on Tuesday the 27th of December. So you've got about 10 days or so to pre-order those. Grincrack's Looncourt was last week, and that is it. So it's just these two made-to-order. I did say that they probably wouldn't have hardly anything to pre-order today on the 17th of December. That's because next weekend on Saturday it is Christmas Eve. I'm not sure if there is post on Christmas Eve, but that's one of the reasons, and I doubt there'll be anything to pre-order next weekend on the 24th as well. Again, mainly because it is Christmas Eve, and also it's New Year's Eve the week after. So that's pretty much it for my news and pre-order video today. Quite a short one. I won't be doing a news and pre-order video next weekend on the 24th. So that's it from me for 2022. I hope you've enjoyed all of these weekly Saturday morning news and pre-order videos. These take up a good chunk of my Saturday, especially if there's any new releases that I've pre-ordered and received, because I have to do those videos too. So once again, all of your support is hugely welcomed, and if you haven't already, why not subscribe, because then you'll get notified of all of the daily content. Thank you so much for being part of these videos over the past year. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for watching. The Emperor Protects.